Are you searching for a hike in Fukuoka with incredible panoramic views and an amazing forest? Then look no further. Welcome to Mt Tachibana. Mt Tachibana is a 367-meter high mountain in Fukuoka City on the island of Kyushu. It is an easy hike with spectacular views and a wonderful forest. How did I get here? It's time to find out. For today's hike, these are the two most important kanji you need to remember. Tachibana Yama, Standing Flower Mountain, and Mikatsuki Yama, 3-day moon mountain. Take a picture, memorize them, do whatever you need to do because there's no English signposts. Kashi Station is on the JR Kagoshima line, just a few stops from Hakata Station. Exit the main gate of Kashi Station on the first floor. Turn left down the escalator, and then right and then an immediate left in a small alley. Walk through that alley to the road and then an immediate left onto a white pedestrian overpass that crosses over the train tracks. Cross over the train tracks to the elevator, turn right and go down the stairs. And walk out to the first street you see, turn right and then your first left. And this road will take you all the way to the trailhead. Walk past the school and follow the sidewalk. Follow the bend in the road and stay to the right straight. At the Status apartment building, turn left. Follow this road all the way to the mountains. Cross under the highway and head straight. When you reach this intersection, just head straight. Follow the green line toward the mountains. The mountains will start to appear right in front of you. The road will start climbing up toward the trailhead. When you reach the crest of the hill, it'll flatten out a little bit and then it'll start dropping. Just continue straight on the main road, staying on the right shoulder. At the bottom of the hill, you'll reach a big junction. There's a road turning off to your left and another road heading off a little bit further to a parking lot. Be careful when crossing the road. Follow the fence on your right and the parking lot on your left. Walk to the end of the road. From the station to the trailhead at Nagatani Dam, it'll probably take you about 40 or 45 minutes walking on the busy roads. If you're short of time or you want to avoid the traffic, just take a short taxi ride. Tell them to drop you off at Nagatani Dam, the big park here. Stay on the road, ignoring this trail on your left. Cross over the barrier. Stay on the road following the fence for a couple of minutes and cross over a big bridge. The bridge is called Mikatsuki Bashi. Right after the bridge, the road dead ends. Turn left on a smaller paved road, and this will lead to the trailhead. You'll soon reach this jumbled mass of sticks. This is the trailhead. You can see a small sign in Japanese that says Mikatsuki Yama. Head into the forest and climb the steep trail. You'll immediately start climbing through a beautiful hardwood forest. It's hard to believe you're in Fukuoka City. Just follow the pink tape through the forest. After a couple switchbacks, you'll see a small sign on the left side of the trail that says Nagatani A. Head to the left and climb up the spur. The Nagatani trail enters a tunnel of trees. You have to weave your way through a narrow maze of downed trees. Despite the wild nature of the trail, there are pink tape marks to follow, and some gigantic trees. After about 10 minutes of steady climbing, you reach the summit of Mt Nagatani, 150 meters. This is the first peak on the ridge, and it's a really beautiful trail in the winter when the bare canopy lets the sunlight through. In the middle of summer, it's probably an overgrown mess filled with hornets and snakes. From the far side of Nagatani, just head straight. Just before you reach the main trail, there's a huge drop-off. Stay to the left and follow this really narrow spur. When you hit this main trail again, turn right. And then left at the next junction. It's hard to see, but you'll see a tape mark up on your left way up on top of the slope. Past more amazing trees. Stay on the main spur. Keep an eye out for the tape marks on the trees and climb up toward the summit ridge. You'll soon reach a well signposted junction on this spur. Turn left at this junction, following the signs pointing to Mikatsuki-yama and Tachibana-yama. Walk through a beautiful tunnel of trees. The path will start to steepen. As you pass by an area of ferns. You'll soon reach another junction with a hand-wrenched sign. Turn right here. And continue along the easy-to-follow spur. The trail is gentle at first, until it climbs steeply up to the main summit ridge. Through an area of fixed ropes. Fortunately, the route is well signposted. On your left, through a gap in the trees, you can see your first views out toward the sea, with a little rest bench built for you to enjoy the views. And you'll reach more fixed ropes just below the summit plateau. And you'll soon reach a three-way junction with another signpost. The main trail goes to the left. If you want to climb another peak called Minazuki, there's a spur trail to the right. I would recommend leaving your pack here because it's just a quick up and back. It does drop quite a bit to begin with and then climbs up steadily toward the summit. The top of Minazuki. Minazuki is the traditional name for the month of June. No view to speak of. It's up to you whether you want to come up here or not. It is a good exercise. If you want to climb another mountain, please feel free to do so. From here, the trail does continue, but it goes off the mountain. Here you retrace your steps back to your pack. After you grab your pack, head toward the right on the main ridge line toward Tacibana. The broad trail is easy to follow. You'll soon pass by the first of many Kyūsandai that are famous on this mountain. You'll soon drop down to a junction. This is a four-way junction. This goes to the cemetery to the left. There's a little shrine just off the trail on your right. I would stay straight on the main trail right in front of you. But check out the big trees right here at this junction. They're all around. Stay straight here and follow the well-worn path. The trail will curve around. You'll reach this signpost. Hang a hard left on the switchback to go up to the summit. And the final climb is through a grassy area with beautiful views. The summit of Mikatsuki, or Crescent Peak, named after the crescent moon. It's a beautiful place for a lunch break if you're not here in the summer in the blazing heat. Drop off the summit plateau and back into the forest, following the broad trail. You'll drop steeply through some fixed ropes. You'll drop steeply to a junction. When you hit the junction, stay to the right. There's a hand-painted sign here. At the next junction, stay to the right on the broad trail in front of you. Now you're on the main trail to Tachibana. There are plenty of rest benches along the way, so take your time and enjoy the scenery. Next, you'll pass by a huge signboard with a bunch of pictures of flowers and mushrooms that I imagine the locals have taken. This one says 600 horizontal meters to the summit of Tachibana. Enjoy the spectacular forest. This is one of the many giant kusunoki trees that flank this mountain. Kusunoki is camphor in English, and these trees can grow hundreds and hundreds of years old. Really a sight to see. There are a plethora of trails surrounding Tachibana, and all of these trails lead to some of the giant trees. So if you've come up here for a full day or you live in Fukuoka, you can have a treasure hunt looking for all of these trees. Just look for this bark and the huge circumference, all here on the edge of Fukuoka City. And right at the base of this massive kusunoki tree, you'll reach a junction just below the summit. This is a four-way junction. If you go to the right or the left, you can loop around and try to find more of these giant trees. However, if you want to go to the summit, head straight ahead just for about 240 meters to the top. The trail will climb steeply through exposed tree roots. After an agonizingly steep climb, you'll hit one final junction just below the summit. Turn left for a few meters to walk to the summit, and you'll reach the broad summit plateau of Tachibana. The triangulation point is just when you enter the summit plateau. The summit of Mt Tachibana, a great place for lunch. There used to be a castle up here, and the views are amazing to say the least. From the summit, drop down the far side of the plateau and you'll climb two more peaks, Matsuo and Shirataki. From the summit, drop down the stairs on the far side of the summit plateau, take an immediate left and drop down this really steep set of fixed ropes. Head right at the Ishitadami sign and then a quick left and drop down these massive fixed ropes. You'll drop steeply toward a saddle below Matsuo. At the next junction, turn left to see more castle walls if you'd like. Otherwise, just continue straight toward the saddle. There's a lot of trails in this area, so make sure you follow your mapping app. And you'll soon reach this signpost for Matsuo Yama. At the next junction, head straight for Matsuo and Shirataki. Climb up steeply past some massive trees up to the summit. The summit of Matsuo. Drop off the far side of the plateau, down to a saddle and up steeply to Shirataki. Through lots of fixed ropes, down to the saddle. After a brief flat, it's one final climb through more fixed ropes to the summit of Shirataki. On the far side of Shirataki, drop down more steep fixed ropes. Enjoy the views of the sea on your way down Shirataki. And then switch back through more gigantic trees. And at this junction, hang left. Go left through the bamboo forest. Then you'll drop to a temple. And then you'll reach this paved road. You can walk on this road back to the station. The station you want to go to is Kyūsandai, my station. Sorry for the lack of the filming on the way down. My battery is almost dead. Simply follow your preferred digital map back to the station. I would recommend following the river. This hike can be done year-round, but summer, as usual, is oppressively hot. So if you come in the summer, start really early, climb up quickly, and run down to the beach for a swim. It does snow a little bit in the winter, but the snow usually melts very quickly. It took me about 3 hours from Kashi Station to reach the summit. All in all, for the loop hike, it'll probably take you 5 to 6 hours depending on your speed, and if you climb the last two peaks, Matsuo and Shirataki. It is a kid-friendly hike, and it is a fun hike with beautiful views and lovely forest. You could try coming in the fall. It is a very popular mountain with the locals. I'm up here on a weekday, and it's a lot of people considering the proximity to Fukuoka City. So the next time you're in Fukuoka, consider coming to Tachibana. Well, that's it for another edition of How Did I Get Here? As usual, when you're in the mountains of Japan, be kind, be safe, and be smart. Thanks for watching.